Hello NBA fans, every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I'm counting on you to subscribe to the channel and leave your. New Lakers owner Mark Walter has always wanted to win championships. He also owned the Los Angeles Dodgers for a long time. And one name that makes a lot of sense to form the new Lakers front office is former Golden State Warriors general manager Bob Myers. Myers is currently working for ESPN, but there are rumors that he may want to return to the front office. If the Lakers replaced Pelinka with Myers, it could represent a real shift in the way Los Angeles operates. Myers led the Warriors dynasty and could bring that same energy to the Lakers. The veteran front office executive is known for his ability to find talent and could achieve enormous success with the resources the Lakers have. Myers could help rebuild the Lakers dynasty, and he has been linked to Los Angeles for years. With the arrival of new Lakers owner Mark Walter, it likely means big changes are coming for the Lakers. As soon as the news broke, many fans began speculating about what this could mean and what the future held for some front office members. This was specifically directed at general manager Rob Pelinka, who has had a mixed tenure with the team. Pelinka built a roster that won the NBA title in 2020, but he has also made some questionable moves over the years. Pelinka is a former NBA agent with relationships across the NBA, but his previous work has sometimes hurt him. As an agent, some teams have been reluctant to sign him due to his track record. This has hurt the Lakers at times, and many fans have called for the team to drop him. With Walter's arrival, it's likely he will want to bring in his own players to lead the team. The Los Angeles Lakers have had a very interesting offseason up to this point. Dorian Finney-Smith was not re-signed, opening the door for DeAndre Ayton and Jake LaRavia to join the team. Adou Thiero was taken in the second round after the Lakers jumped up nearly 20 spots to nab him as an athletic developmental wing defender. Most successfully, Rob Pelinka got Luka Doncic extended into the future. While this wasn't necessarily an A-plus offseason, the team seemingly did well all things considered, unless you talk to one NBA analyst in particular. Ben Rohrbach of Yahoo Sports recently penned an article in which he ranked every NBA executive in the league. As a basis for his ranking system, Rohrbach utilizes sabermetrics to flesh out every draft pick, trade, and free agent signing. In this case, out of 23 executives mentioned, Rohrbach has Pelinka ranking at number 20. Again, Pelinka is largely responsible for building a championship team in 2020 around LeBron James, though he did not sign James, Magic Johnson did. Pelinka has constantly tinkered with the roster in the years since the title, mostly to negative results, until this year's trade for Luka Doncic fell into his lap. Whether the Lakers should trust Pelinka to construct another contender is a separate question. Whether one agrees with Rohrbach or not, he does pose an interesting thought exercise moving towards the post-Buss family era. It will be very fascinating to see whether Pelinka is kept once Mark Walter and his group get full control of the franchise. There's no guarantee he'll be the point man on personnel decisions despite being exceptionally close to Jeanie Buss. Walter's experience with the Los Angeles Dodgers points to a guy who wants to win at all costs. He'll be inventive, modern, and aggressive in trying to make the team as good as it can be. The Lakers have been notoriously old-fashioned and operating akin to a mom-and-pop rather than a global juggernaut. This way of thinking surely will have to adapt and evolve, and it likely will with Walter running the show. As for Pelinka, the next item potentially on the agenda involves LeBron James and a possibility he could ask for a trade at some point this season. Austin Reaves must improve key area to complement Luka, and it isn't his defense. The Los Angeles Lakers guard needs to work on his shooting before 2025-26. Everyone wants to discuss how Austin Reaves must improve his defense to find success next to Luka Doncic. That is not an unfair ask. However, it will be just as important to see Reaves master his catch-and-shoot ability to thrive alongside the Los Angeles Lakers superstar. Jovan Buha pointed out how important it will be to bolster this area of Reaves' offensive arsenal on a recent episode of his podcast. The Lakers reporter even had examples to prove why this will be the case. Buha said, Jalen Brunson during the conference finals run, Kyrie, Irving, the finals run, they both shot 40+% on catch-and-shoot threes. Austin needs to be a better catch-and-shoot player. That is the biggest thing I'm looking for with him this season. The Lakers insider even admitted that Reeves faltering again in the NBA playoffs would spark conversations about the direction in which the franchise goes. With a big contract decision creeping up, now is the time for the Lakers guard to earn his bag and spot in Los Angeles. Austin Reeves won't get paid without Lakers having reason to buy in. During the 2024-25 regular season, Austin Reeves shot 39.9% from the field on 4.0 catch-and-shoot attempts per game. To his credit, most of this attempts came from beyond the arc. 39.9% from three-point land suddenly makes his catch-and-shoot statistics a lot better. That would be a number that brought confidence, if it were not for the drop-off that happened in the 2025 NBA playoffs. Reeves only connected on 33.3% of his catch-and-shoot opportunities in the first-round series against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The 34.5% from past the three-point line only looks marginally better, without eliminating the concerns altogether. Buha, himself, admitted the NBA playoffs are a small sample size. One series here, in particular, is even smaller. That being said, the postseason will never offer the type of extended look that the regular season will. Unfortunately for Reeves, it will be what matters most, though, at the end of the day. Regular season results are nice. However, a 50-win Lakers team losing in the first round, as a 3 seed, tells anyone watching all they need to know about how irrelevant the first 82 games can be sometimes. The Lakers would be wise not to repeat mistakes of the past, like that of Brunson and the Mavericks, in their handling of the Reeves contract decision. Despite that, Reeves will need to hold up his end of the bargain and give Rob Pelinka and company every reason to not back down from a brand new contract. Luka Doncic injury update, Eurobasket availability of Lakers star confirmed. Luka Doncic went down with a knee injury in Slovenia's exhibition match with Latvia over the weekend. Lakers fans were holding their breath waiting for a Luka injury update. When it seemed clear that Luka's knee contusion wasn't going to be a serious issue, much of the worry dissipated. Now, a further Luka injury update has been released, and his status for the Slovenia vs Great Britain Eurobasket matchup has been revealed. Luka will be available in the Slovenia vs Great Britain game on Tuesday. This Luka injury update is huge news for Lakers fans. Not only is Luka's knee injury not serious at all, but he will not even miss a single game of Eurobasket play recovering from it. Hopefully, this means that the injury is completely healed. While playing for his home country is extremely important, the Lakers wouldn't want their franchise star grinding through a real injury. The fact that he isn't sitting out even one game indicates that everything is probably fine. Luka's play during this Eurobasket tournament will probably show the world what he is ready to do in the NBA next season. Everyone is aware that Luka is now in some of the best shape of his life. Many are expecting a full revenge season from Luka, and a strong showing for Slovenia in the Eurobasket tournament would show everyone that the Lakers are going to be formidable next season. On the other hand, if Luka gets injured again, playing in Eurobasket may end up being a huge mistake. Lakers face a sticky Marcus Smart problem Los Angeles can't solve. It's going to be tough to manage Smart's minutes. The Los Angeles Lakers' offseason moves have been significant, and they're now in a position to contend in the Western Conference once again. But perhaps one of the biggest issues the team is going to run into next season is managing the minutes of the aging Marcus Smart. It's obvious what kind of value Smart brings to this roster on paper. He's one of the best perimeter defenders of the last decade, and he's been on plenty of teams that have gone deep into the playoffs. The experience he has will do a lot for improving the Lakers' team defense. But with that said, there's going to be some pretty clear challenges that will go along with trying to incorporate the 2022 Defensive Player of the Year into the mix in Los Angeles. Smart's not going to be some sort of total black hole on offense, and his shooting ability is still strong enough to warrant defenders respecting his range at least a little. The primary issue is going to be figuring out how best to manage his workload. Marcus is going to turn 32 years old before the end of next season, so it's unlikely that he'll be able to return to the kind of high-minutes role that he typically played back during his days as one of the premier defenders in the league in Boston. the Lakers will have to monitor Smart's workload. In fact, the last time Smart averaged higher than 30 minutes per night was during the 20 games he played for the Memphis Grizzlies during the 2023-24 season. He ended up missing 62 games that season, and then between his time with the Grizzlies and Washington Wizards last year, he played just 20.0 minutes per night. Injuries can unfortunately really add up for players in a short amount of time, and it's unclear whether Marcus will be able to get on the floor for super consistent minutes in 2025-26. Lakers fans will be hoping for the best, but there's going to have to be a certain amount of focus on preventing any further injuries as well. Of course, the most difficult part will be balancing that with making sure he's on the floor long enough for his defense to be impactful as well. It figures to be one of the biggest challenges for LA's coaching staff. If the Lakers can strike the right balance with Smart's minutes, his impact has the potential to be tremendous for this team. For title contenders could have max space to sign free agent Luka Doncic in 2028. The Los Angeles Lakers had a ton of questions entering last season. The Lakers were not active last offseason, and while they had two superstars on their side, their long-term future was in question. The Lakers were relying on a then 39-year-old LeBron James and a then 31-year-old Anthony Davis, who has a history with injuries. The Lakers did not have a reliable superstar they could turn to in the post-LeBron James era. However, that all changed in early February when the Lakers unexpectedly traded Davis for 26-year-old superstar Luka Doncic. That trade changed the entire dynamic for the Lakers, and the expectation was is that he will lead LA for years to come. So far, that plan is in place after Doncic signed a 3-year, $165 million deal in early August. Doncic's deal includes a player option at the end of the 2027-28 season. While all signs point to Doncic remaining in LA for the rest of his career, that won't stop teams from making a run at the 5-time All-Star. According to Michael Pina of The Ringer, title contenders will make a run at Doncic 3 summers from now, including the Houston Rockets, Los Angeles Clippers, Miami Heat and the Dallas Mavericks, his former team. To that end, Pelinka can't take Luka for granted, especially when you look around the league and see which teams, the Rockets, Heat, Clippers, Spasming Cough Fit, Mavericks, etc., are positioned to offer him a max contract 2 summers from now. While the first 3 teams are a bit more realistic, the chances of the Mavericks making a run at Doncic are extremely unrealistic, especially if Nico Harrison is still the general manager at the time. The Lakers will need to prove to Doncic that he can win in Los Angeles. If they can't build the best roster around him to achieve that, then he may look another way. In the meantime, it appears that Doncic is happy where he is. He has trust in Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, and new owner Mark Walter to build a title contender and bring yet another title to the Lakers organization. Doncic is the type of player the Lakers can lean on. He's proven that to be the case in his career, and that should only grow as the years go by. Slovenia officially confirms what all Lakers fans needed to hear about Luka Doncic. Health restored, Doncic is ready to shine again. Los Angeles Lakers fans, breathe easy. The hallelujah moment you have all been waiting for has finally arrived. Luka Doncic is set to play for Slovenia on Tuesday against Great Britain, putting an end to the anxiety sparked by his knee injury in his recent game against Latvia. Doncic's green light is the news Lakers fans needed. The Slovenian national team took to X to announce and confirm Doncic has been cleared to play, and while it is still unclear how many minutes he will be able to log, he is expected to suit up at home in Ljubljana's Arena Stasis. NBA insider Mark Stein shared earlier on X that Doncic was slated to practice, but his playing status was uncertain. Now, with Slovenia's official word, we know he is good to go, which just has to be a massive relief for Lakers fans everywhere. If you missed what happened, here is a quick rewind. During Saturday's game, one of Doncic's teammates lost balance and fell on Doncic's knee near under the basket. He limped off, missing the rest of the game, and it looked concerning. But Doncic returned to the bench, giving the fans a glimmer of hope that he was not seriously hurt. Still, given his past injuries, like that long calf strain he suffered last season back with the Dallas Mavericks, fans have been right to worry. Doncic had only played 50 regular season games across both teams, and when the playoffs rolled around, he looked tired and out of shape. Before the injury on Saturday, Dratic was playing at an absolutely elite level. He had a whopping 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists by halftime. A clear indication that his off-season work was paying off. Tuesday's matchup against Great Britain will not be Dracic's toughest test, as their roster does not include any NBA players, but it is the perfect way for him to get game reps and ease back into things before the games in Eurobasket actually start to matter. For the Lakers, it goes without saying that this is amazing news. Their season hinges on the ability of Dratic to stay healthy and lead the charge. Seeing him back on the court, even for a warm-up game, is the first step toward the kind of season Lakers fans want to see. So mark your calendars for 11 a.m. Pacific Time Tuesday and join the hallelujah as Luka is healthy and has the green light to fire away.